all your experience, what was the best experience that you have, that you always remember?
The best experience.
Best experience in the military that you have.
I had, like you said, I
many.
I had so many good experiences, and I met so many good people. But I got to meet a lot of really nice men and women who were their legal representatives for their command. So every command had their own legal person to help with issues in the command or what have you. And I always say this for his memory, but I met a young man who was just starting life. He was a pilot, and he was the legal officer, and we were in the middle of a trial, and he was helping me with this particular case. And I received a call one day that in one of his practice operations aboard the USS Saratoga, he had his aircraft didn't land correctly on the ship, and he ended up trying to get out of his jet, and he ended up not surviving. And I remember that it just hit me that, that anybody at any time, no matter who it was, and here was this young, kid, life just starting, we weren't in any serious, demonstration at the time, and just like that. And I remember that really hit me, how anytime everybody was so vulnerable, but we were all there for the same thing, to protect our country, to protect, what we take for granted at times. And this young man, lost his life. And I often think of him, and I think about, where he may be in life now if he were still alive, and all that was ahead of him, and his parents, and what they had to go through when that happened. And, those are the things that I remember. I remember the things that people who gave their lives, and people who really, suffered the ultimate sacrifice. That was important to me.
Anything that you want to add to La Casita?
I think this is a wonderful thing. I remember walking in and seeing all this, and it was like I was walking into, I tell everybody this, my grandmother's home. I think it's very encouraging to know that, Latinos from everywhere, that this is what's important to us, not the awards that we get and not the praise, but that our families are proud of us, that we measure who we are by, our faith, the Lady of Guadalupe and the rosaries, and that no matter what we face, whether it's, segregation or, my father, told me stories of the ridicule he took as a Latino in the Navy, and, no matter what we faced, we wanted to serve our country. We were so proud, and we didn't take for granted, what rights we had and the little that we had. And, I think this exhibit really is a great example of that it doesn't matter who we are, where we came from, we were just so proud, and we still are. We still come together and we talk, and we're so proud of it. We're so proud of it. So I just want to thank you for doing this, because this is very special, very special.
Yeah. We want to thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
Coming.
Thank
we
you.
want to thank you for participating. I think that the Balcón Criollo is really a special place where the stories are told.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a very way of educating our kids and our community, and continue taking the tradition,
right,
for generations and for many years, and you're part of that, and we thank you for sharing that story with us in La Casita, su casita, nuestra casita.
There you go.
Nuestro barco.